Alrighty, guys, welcome everybody to this week's swing trading live stream. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, in today's live stream, we're going to be talking about stocks that we're holding, stocks with opportunity, and like always, how to find these undervalued stocks. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you guys do, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you guys want to learn more about swing trading, trading in the market, check out our school. It's awesome. We got private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat. You know, it's an 8-week course that honestly separates yourself from other traders, because I've been swing trading for over 6 years. So we talk about tips and tricks and everything, you know, over the past 6 years of my journey. So guys, check it out down below, and you guys can get 50% off. Use code LEARN to get 50% off. Put it down below. Today is the last day for that code, so make sure you guys sign up. I'll see you guys in there, and let's get the ball started. So welcome everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well here. So stocks that we're holding, we are holding one position here. We're holding DX here. We sold out of Ally Financial the other day just because it fell through some supports. But overall, with ticker symbol DX here, you know, we're still up. I think near and around, I want to say DX here, about $300 on this position here. You know, so before I ever place a trade here, we want to evaluate the stock. So how you guys do that, it's very, very simple, is you first look at the general trend. So you guys can see in the past about 8 months, we've seen this good upward trend going from about $8 to about $12. Sold off down to that 90-day moving average line, which is that blue line, hit it. We've had that good move going forward. It was also undervalued on the RSI. We had a lot of good indicators in our favor with this one here. Now, before we ever place a trade here, we look at the hourly, and why we got in on this position is because you can see this general downward trend, and we got in on the breakout above it. And so the stock has been moving and grooving its way up. So now hopefully we can just continue to ride this wave up, break over above these moving average lines, and we'll be in a great spot here. I'm very, very excited for this one here, but there's always positions that honestly look really, really good. And let's talk about some stocks with some opportunity here. So ticker symbol ARQT here. So you'll notice that most of the stocks that we talk about today are very, very, very similar. So most of them will have an upward trend, sold off down to some level, you know, and then it's our job to find the supports, whether it's a moving average line, price, trend line, whatever it may be. So with this stock ARQT, you can see short-term upward trend, right? In the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about year, we've seen the stock go from about $1.70 all the way up to over 13, sold off, found some nice consolidation, found some nice support here. So we could enter here at about, you know, the 928 mark, set our stop loss below, you know, the $9 range, have a decent risk and reward, and the stock sold off today about 5%. So I never really get that fearful of sell-off here. I more look at it as opportunity, and that's what you got to kind of look at here. So, you know, for us to be interested, we want to see this consolidate, if not start forming, you know, like a wedge or pattern or some sort of support. Then we have this one here, ticker symbol BRFS. You'll notice as we go to the daily that this thing has this good upward trend. Really loves this 90-day moving average line as support. So obviously looking at this position, you could see we have a couple of supports. We have, let's draw this out. Let's just do here. So we have a good trend line where it hits it each and every time we've had good buying pressure. Boom, boom. So now we could enter at 4, keep our stops at like the 380, risk about 20 cents to make 70 if it hits highs again, which would in turn give a risk and reward of, target up here, you know, we could set our stops about around here, about 4.5 to 1 risk and reward. So this one here looks really good. That's ticker symbol BRFS. All right, Star, what do you think about HDB? HDB. All right. So this one here, let's pull these moving average lines up and see what we got. Okay, so this one's here is trading near and around that 200 day. You guys can actually see that it probably does have, yeah, there we go, something like that. A nice little trend line. Let's zoom out a little. Okay, so we've only seen an upward trend in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. In general, in the past year, we've actually seen a little bit of a downward trend. So that would be the play from 60 to about 65. So about here. We'll look at the hourly here in a second too. I just want to plan this out. So it'd be about a 3-to-1 risk and reward, and then the hourly here. Yeah, so something like this looks pretty decent here because could be forming on that trend. So if you entered here at 60 or 60, 71, keep your stops below like 59, 80 in that range for a push back up. Not a bad play at all. You can see the hourly support there though on that general trend. Let's see what it's done in the past. It's pretty decent. Yeah, that'd be the move that I would look at. What's the RSI on the, so the RSI is at a 40. Okay, so it's not too bad. Let's look at ZIM. I think we've traded ZIM in the past. It seems oddly familiar. Maybe not. Yeah, we've definitely done something here. Okay. So this one here, you can see the heavy amount of support. Actually, I already have it drew out here. Support here at 16, resistance at 21, RSI is at a 46. I probably would stay away. The hourly does look good though. The hourly does look good because we do have heavy support in this window. It's breaking out. So if you entered here at 19, you'd be going in for a resistant breakout. So I would keep my stop below 1890 for a push up to the mid 20s again. What's it done? Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. All right, so I've been entering on the hour MA breakouts, but these days a lot of them have been failing compared to in the summer. Now I'm trying to get in more often on the support instead. Yeah, that would be the better route. I would see if we can get a push back down to 18 if you are trying to avoid breakouts. The risk of getting in on breakouts is you're getting in on the resistance of this, right? You can see the resistance. We have the support resistance. So if I would just throw an alert there and just move on. Throw an alert back at the 1850 mark, 1850 range, and then just move on. And the thing is too, you could be going for a gap fill though too. Yeah, I mean, that's what if you're trying to avoid breakouts, I personally would just set an alert down here and then move on, But entering here, you'd want to keep your stop below the support as well, so, yeah. Let's look at some other ones here. We have CCEP here. So this one here, we have this nice support here on the hourly. Like such. 77 for a move back up to 82. The hourlies on the 90-day moving average line. This one actually looks pretty good. Doesn't look too bad. So entering here, wait, let's go back to the hourly. So if we entered here, I definitely would keep my stop. Actually, probably about where it's at for a push back up to here. So, almost a 4-to-1 risk and reward there. So it's not too bad. Do like this though. You know, we want to get that breakout of that 200. Might go, yeah, CCEP, not too bad. HALO here. This one has been very, very volatile. It hit that nice 200-day moving average line, popped up. I'm just going to delete it. I think the train kind of already left the move. What is this one? IBN. This one here is very, very lightly traded. I put this in to show you guys. Let me see if we can see what the volume is on this. There must be a lot of shares available. Float. Yeah, so you can see the float is 3.5 billion shares with a volume of a couple mil, 2.6. It's just a very, given how many shares are out, it's a little bit of a I would consider it a little bit of a higher float stock with a lower volume. That's why we have these huge gap ups. You can see as I zoom out, it looks weird. It's because of the volume. But anytime you trade a lighter volume stock, it's a little more risky because it could be harder to get in and out of your position. Hourly here would be on the breakout, or trying to find some consolidation here on the support or breakout. INTR, this thing has been so volatile lately and really hasn't been looking too hot. Went from the 200-day, popped up above to the 90, sold off. Nice little move there. INVH here. This one here is, let's see, maybe a trend. Why did I put this on? Maybe a trend there. Yeah. RSI is at a 38. The hourly, could be starting to form, this move going up, which is interesting here. But all right, so these are most of the positions. Obviously, I'll put them in the group chat here. A lot of them we already talked about. I more wanted to talk about the first couple, but now we can actually look at Finvez here. Let's see what we got going on today. I lost it. Hold on. All right, so for those of you, of course, there it is. So for those of you that don't know what Finvez is a stock scanner that a lot, or screener, whatever you want to call it, that a lot of traders and investors look at to help find stocks with opportunity. So with that being said, you can see when you first load it up, we have Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P. Then we have all these huge gainers, losers, and then the S&P 500 map. So you can see what sectors are performing well. You guys can see financial has seen some great growth compared to like company like Tesla, sold off today. But what you need to do to find stocks here is you go to the screener tab, and a lot of this depends on your approach. So some of you may find stocks that are super undervalued on the RSI, so you can adjust it here. A lot of finding stocks with opportunity is dependent on your approach. So, what I always do is I want a stock that's up this year. So I'll go year up plus 10%. Then we want just a 20-day low. Boom. So now what this does is it finds stocks that are up this year that have sold off down to some level of support. So doing this will ensure that the company has an upward trend, like right here, BANX. So after you find a stock, you pull it up. You pull it up on your main chart or your broker, and then you try to plan out a trade. So this one here, let's remove this. Let's draw out this. So there could be move 1, 2, 3, 4, gotten good buying pressure there from 20 to 21. This is very simplified, but that's how you go about doing it. You keep your screener as simple as you can, or more importantly, that just meets your needs, and you just go in, you see a stock that has potential, and you throw it in on your main chart. Finding a stock is just always one piece of the puzzle. You could have the best stock, but the wrong entries, the wrong exit, and obviously you'll lose money on a stock that still goes up in value. So like right here. So all I'm looking for is, you can see this blue trend line here that just makes it look interesting. So then I pull it up, paste it in. Actually, this one doesn't look that bad. RSI is at a 30. Not too shabby, right? You can see 1, 2, 3. We want a minimum of 3 touches of support to establish that. So there could be a move entering here, setting your target up at 30, your stop about 2% down, 4-to-1 risk and reward. Let's look at, so strong buy rating, average price target is $34, highest of 38, lowest price target is 32 bucks. So like not too bad. And that just literally it took me 2 seconds. So there could be a play. Then you just add it to your watch list, look for opportunity, go to the hourly, try to make something happen. With this one, what I would do is try to find, so you can see, I would enter, trying to find some sort of breakout here or support. That's what I would look for, is either a breakout or some sort of support for this play here. You can see there was a little one right here, broke out a little bit, but yeah, so that's what I would do. Just look for that play. And if you guys are watching and you're not subscribed or liked, make sure you guys do that. What do you think? What do you think about Digital World? DO. Digital World? DO? 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 What's the ticker? Whoops. Digital World Acquisition. Is it DWAC? I don't know. Is it? What's the ticker for that one? I don't know what's going on with this. But let me know the ticker and we'll pull it up. But yeah, so a lot of finding stocks is just doing like basic work for this. And you can adjust these too, so you can see like the weekly charts. So you can see the weekly actually has a general downward trend. Oh, the Trump stock? Okay. Yeah, is that DWAC? I think it might be DJT. This one? Trump Media? So this one here, Trump Media, in my opinion, is, the thing about this stock, I think this one doesn't really play a factor in fundamentals, really. I think this is more, that looks decent. So you can see the nice hourly support here, for those of you that, but, I think this one, it's very hard. It's hard to judge. And the reason I say that is because there is a huge correlation with this stock and how President Trump is going to react to the polls. I think that if Trump wins presidency, we could see the stock squeeze up, and we most likely will, right? The issue is if he doesn't. I think that's the main problem. This stock, like fundamental wise, is a risky play. I mean, like from a long-term approach, this past year up 47%, 1 year, 5 year, right? So we've seen good growth out of it. But the volatility in the past 6 months, it's down 20%. And you can see the profit margin from a fundamental stance. I'm not saying you can't make money off it or anything by any means, but the net profit margin is negative 1,955%. So I personally would stay away from it. If there was a trade, I would take it. I think that I'm a trader, and from a long-term perspective, I think that it's a little too risky for me to enter. But yeah, I think that's the approach you should have with it. Is okay, if he wins, this thing's gonna squeeze. If he loses, well, I gotta have my stop loss set. That's the approach I would have. But actually, right here, you can see how it really used these moving average lines as resistance, and we had that great breakout, confirmation of support, and rallied up. So pretty interesting though. But yeah, so this upcoming week here, I do expect. Let's pull just the general market up. I have the squeakiest chair, guys. It drives me nuts. So this past so stock market pretty much hit all-time highs. What looks like today. So we'll probably get a little bit of a turn down mid market next week. A little bit of some consolidation, which is normal and healthy, and we just want that continuation of growth. That's it. Like QQQ. This one here, you can see had a little sell-off. Hasn't even hit highs in 1, 2, 3, 4 months. So we could see a nice move coming soon out of this one. This one here, on my I have a little Robinhood account, for those of you that don't know, that I just mess around with. We bought this. It might even be my wife's account. I don't know. Near and around this 200 day, just for like a long-term undervalued point, and the thing has moved. And I wish I would have bought it with my larger account. It drives me nuts. I didn't even see it. Or think about it, I should say. But any questions, guys? Any questions for me? Like I said, if you guys want to learn more about swing trading, check out our school. Today is the last day for the 50% off code LEARN. But yeah, we'll end it here, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys are watching, we are 46 hours away from our subscriber goal, so make sure you guys subscribe so we can hit that goal. If we hit the goal, I'll do something cool. Maybe we'll do like a giveaway or something like that. So, but guys, hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you guys did, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.